It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. And we've got the Dolphins, leader at quarterback. He's coming off a nice week throwing the ball. 4 touchdown throws. It's the Dolphins and the Cardinals. And it's coming up next on EA Sports.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First play and a first pass for Murray. And right away, he lost the football. And this is brought all the way back. The follow recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. For the extra point, Cameron Dicker. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. This defense for the Dolphins, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Throwing now is Murray. And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Well, not good at all. Punted just 24 yards there. And it'll be Dolphin football. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll start this drive out on the ground. There he goes, left side. Still going inside the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great effort there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll make the score 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Murray now. Steps away to his left. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. He's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Throw left side complete. That's Brooks. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw complete there to St. Brown. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that's going to bring up second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, and they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Here's Hill on the return. Spins by, and he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here's a quick throw caught out wide. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Murray's going to keep it again. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Nice pickup, 10 yards and a first down on the keeper. It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively, because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Murray. And that'll be caught by... And a loose fumble! And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the RPO, he completes it. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down.
You look at this Arizona defense.
They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 4. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. Up the middle they go. Dickens. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 80 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Right back to him on first down. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now 21-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and some... use if this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Now Murray off play action. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. 21-0 our score after 1. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 4th down coming up. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10.
Miami's offense set and ready to go. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one. Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle, but give him credit. He tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they'll wind up getting this with all 27 yards there, a first down.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Off the play fake. Owens sliding out of the pocket. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill. Career touchdown number 136. Tying it with Marshall Faulk for 7th on the all-time list. And the Dolphins continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the route is on here in this first half.
Dicker to kick off.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Shotgun now for Murray. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Watch out for Hill on the return. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
On first down, Dickens down at the 25.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to find that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They'll swing this complete out to Hill. Touchdown! Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins open the lead up to 34-0.
So this now 34-0 with the extra point pending. And Charles, I thought these guys might have the advantage coming in, but I didn't expect this.
Well, I'm glad we're going with full transparency here because I didn't either. I thought we might be looking at a 24-20 type game, maybe 13-10 at the half. But this has been total, utter domination.
Dicker down, attack on the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive.
And it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field.
And right now, these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive. If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short. Could they just hand it off for another big gain, or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Murray. A short one there, caught by Granson. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Brooks. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Now a 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Brooks. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphins shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. On 3rd down, Brooks. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And that will skip out of bounds right at about the 18-yard line. Miami set to take over. Sitting in 1st place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
Now 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now a give right side. Dickens. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Ready? On 3rd and 2, Owens. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins' 1st down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Dickens. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
3rd catch of this 1st half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Dickens. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 111 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this 1st half. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 41. Looking to throw. Owens.
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
So that potentially an important takeaway here in this second quarter.
Because what it does is give their offense a chance to put a drive together. They've got nothing on the scoreboard so far, so you have to think that they need something before the break. And now they have an opportunity.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Play action. Now it's Murray. On the move to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. To throw is Murray. Forced out to his left. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Murray going to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And he's going to have the first down as they move into field goal range here at the 25-yard line.
Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Now Murray. And that's caught by the tight end, Granson.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Murray now to throw. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Kylan Granson
from 17 yards out.
And the Cardinals are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get 1, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And the Dolphins with one final possession here in this first half. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room.
Ready? They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. So we've come to
past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
So, 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Now a give, it's Jackson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
165 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dickens. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Dolphins take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Dick.
Grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the 2nd half. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Hey guys, come back.
On 2nd down now, it's Brooks. And he goes across the 20 to the 22.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the 3rd quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do. They do need to run it occasionally to take a few hits off the quarterback, because right now, you just know those pass rushers are fired up to get after him.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away.
Now Hill to return it.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Miami's offense set and ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3.
Ready?
Back to throw. Owens.
That is caught. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
Ready? Set.
That one complete to Hill. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Dolphins have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So out now come the Cardinals.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Here's Murray.
A short one there, caught by Granson.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
First down, Cardinals.
They'll run on first down. It's Brooks.
He'll take this to the 46.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Looked like a pretty smart decision that time to keep the football by the quarterback.
It was, because you saw how the runner got swarmed. So you've got to pull the ball from his arms, keep it yourself, and get what you can. And the most underrated player on this play is the running back. Because even if he doesn't have the ball, he has to act like he does in order to attract the defense.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's Murray.
And he short arms that one just a bit. It's low and incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
On second down, it's Brooks. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
But if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
Murray. He's...
tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. They'll try and run for it. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. And defensively, they were ready for that. A full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop them short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off. Back now in Miami. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Up the middle they go. Dickens, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now,
and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great play there. 38 yards. And the Dolphins add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the fourth. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Cardinal offense takes back over. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Throwing now is Murray. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big pickup of 38. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
The first down screen pass, good for 5. From the 29, here's 2nd down and 5. Murray now. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. This offense on 3rd down today, pretty anemic, very anemic. 1 for 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. And now out is the Cardinal field goal team here. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. On the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dickens. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On third down, Dickens. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. And he'll get credit for a punt inside the 20, not by much, but inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field.
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly... half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. Looking to throw. Murray. And that is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. So a change of possession here on the punt.
Now we get Tyreek Hill and the rest of the Miami offense back out there.
Well, this defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought.
Second down and 3.
Now a handoff up the middle. Dickens. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Ready?
On 3rd and 2, Owens. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
On 1st down, Dickens. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium.
Ready.
Now they run the option on 2nd down.
A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense.